Howdy, folks. It's VileMike here. Got already a bunch of people. Nice seeing you guys. It's been so long since I've seen you guys.
We really need to get together more often on Sundays.
Oh yeah.
How long has it been? About 340 seconds or something?
Maybe. Gosh, that seems like forever.
Well, I do have a SD Game Swap / YouTube channel announcement to make. I now have stickers.
Ooh, stickers.
Yay!
Everyone loves the sticker.
I am including them on purchases made on the store right now. You get 4 stickers, one of each of the Yitzy design, one of the Conservatorium design, and one of the Game Swap logo.
Nice.
I also gave some to AVP and Jack when I saw them on Friday night.
Cool.
And of course, some of the Vile kids got some because they wanted to put them on various things, including their school computers, which I'm like, fine, go ahead.
Free advertisement.
Yep. I put some on my car, which is why I can only show you the one, because the other 4 or the other 3 are on my car. I don't know how long they'll last because they are not vinyl, but I thought fucking it would be a nice experiment.
I'll have to go check it out actually, because I have a niece that likes collectibles sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I should take a look for her birthday.
Well, okay, yeah. Then you can get the stickers. I don't know how much it'll cost to ship to Canada right now.
Oh God, that's right. Yeah, no, because we're not charging you to send stuff here. You guys are just charging us to send anything there, because I can't ship to the States right now. I have to contact, if anybody from the States orders, I have to like send them a message and see if they mind waiting a few days, because I have to wait till someone's crossing the border to like mail it across the border. And the last person was just like, yeah, I don't know, that sounds weird, so they canceled. That was fine, whatever. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it was like 1 skein of yarn. But I mean, for a $25 skein of yarn, it would have been like $15 or something. And like between the tariffs and the administrative fees to like administer the tariffs, it was like, are you kidding me? It's like,
well, that is cheaper than Hobby Lobby.
The tariff. So it's like,
one of the things that's funny is, and this is before all the tariffs were put in place, years ago, someone bought a Game Boy off of me, and they lived in the part of the mountainous region of Argentina. The Game Boy at the time sold for about $40. The shipping, because the only company that had was able to take it from the United States to where he was located in Argentina, was FedEx.
All right.
The total shipping cost was over $150.
Yeah.
And the guy still paid it up front.
Well, I guess if you know that that's part of your opportunity cost.
Yeah. And I'm like, somehow it must have been cheaper to do that than buy one in Argentina. But, and again, that was like, I want to say that was like 10, 15 years ago. So I can only imagine how much it is now.
Weird. So we have a goat update. So one of the goats, all 5 goats were pregnant. We had the one goat, so that's why there's only 5, not 6. So anyway, so the other day, one of the goats gave birth to 3 babies. Sometime yesterday, one of them disappeared. Just disappeared.
Was it taken? You think it was taken by a hawk?
Chupacabra.
Probably not a hawk, but probably an eagle.
Probably a chupacabra.
No, probably an eagle. There's a lot more of those around than chupacabras. Besides, a chupacabra would have probably taken one of these slightly bigger baby goats. Just all of them. This was one of the smallest newborn ones, so. Although it was the biggest of the newborn ones. Although I think what probably happened was the goat went out. That was the only baby that followed out of the goat shed. The others probably stayed inside, and that was why it got eaten. I presume it got eaten, because we couldn't find a trace of it anywhere. So,
yeah, I would blame the eagles.
Yeah, because I mean, chickens go missing from time to time.
Damn Philadelphia.
Eagles, so. But the goats wouldn't really think of that Whereas the chickens are all like, there's a few roosters that are always on the eye out, and then the zombie chickens are always looking out for danger from above. And they all set up an alarm, but the goats don't pay attention to that, right? So
I saw the San Francisco eagle a couple of days ago. We got an eagle here in the we got an eagle here in the zoo. It's on an island. There's no cage or anything. So if you go to the zoo looking for the eagle and it's not there, it's flying around the city. I love that. There's no enclosure for the eagle. I love that.
One eagle?
We only have one eagle.
Oh God, they're like freaking like pigeons here.
I know, but it's pretty cool for the tourists when they occasionally see an eagle flying around or rested up there. I hear, is that an eagle? I'm like, oh yeah, it's a city eagle. It's no big deal for me, but tourists, they're like trying to zoom in with the camera. I'm like, yeah.
I had a really nice picture of an eagle in a tree the other day. Not here. It was when I was out on a walk at lunchtime. But yeah, the eagles are freaking everywhere here. Go to the beach.
I'm just glad the red hawk moved its nest.
To go to the beach just as the tide is going out, it's like thick with eagles. It's more eagles than seagulls.
Well, when the red hawk had its nest a couple blocks away, the seagulls were hella loud. Now that I hear them occasionally, I found out the hawk moved its nest. I'm like, oh, good. No wonder it's quiet. Seagulls and eagles and hawks do not get along.
Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. Yeah, so that was kind of annoying. At least it was one of the boy babies, because I know my landlord wouldn't really choke because there's only 2 girls, and he was hoping for more girls because they sell for more money. Because nobody wants boy goats. People only want girl goats. Because boy goats are stinky, stinky boys.
I was also going to think it was because girl goats can make milk.
Yeah, but these aren't really milking goats. I guess you could milk them, but they're just mini goats. They're more pets than anything. I don't know why he has them. I really want him to sell them because
goats are annoying and loud.
Well, they are, and also they're like escape artists, always trying to and then they get into the chicken coop and they eat all the chicken food. They're not good goats. And then I put in some trees in the chicken coop to give them some shade during the summer. The fucking goats ate all the trees yesterday.
Oh boy.
They got in there and ate all the trees. I'm like, fucking hell. Now I have to get more trees from work. We always have trees that are going to get thrown out, like junky ones, but even so.
Sorry, I laughed about that. Maybe that was just funny.
It was funny and not funny at the same time. Funny, not funny.
All right. So, did anyone watch, other than Elihu, Starfleet Academy? Because we can talk about that first, unless Jack shows up.
No, I didn't. I hardly watched anything. I think I watched a few more Smallville episodes. And you'll be happy to know Chloe gets her ass handed to her frequently in that show. So you can kind of feel good about that. You feel less sorry for her character now, I gotta say.
What show? Wait, what show?
Smallville.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of funny because every time they show the farmhouse, right, and people drive off in one direction, that's actually the opposite direction from the road.
I didn't like season 1 of Smallville because it's like every other episode. Kryptonite affects humans, gives them powers. Every single other episode. What the fuck is this? Come on.
Well, that was, I guess, the premise of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got better after season 3.
They needed an excuse as to why people got powers. And that it kind of makes sense.
Actually, I'd have to say my favorite character is definitely Lex. Michael Rosenbaum made such a good Lex Luthor. And I loved that early incarnation of his character where he's, sort of trying to be sort of good.
Yeah, he still does a good Flash.
He's still kind of a little morally ambiguous, but I don't know. I just like the interaction of those two characters between him and Clark.
Well, one of the things that Elihu kind of brought up was the fact that Michael Rosenbaum played Flash in Justice League and a few other things.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
And what's funny is there's an episode of Justice League that came out after Smallville where Lex Luthor takes over the mind of the Flash.
Jeez.
So you now have Michael Rosenbaum as the Flash being controlled by Lex Luthor, and he looks inside of a mirror to see, like, oh, I can learn his secret identity. He looks at himself in a mirror and goes, I don't know who the fuck this is.
I don't know who this is. I love that. I don't even know who this is.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, I think the other. Did anybody ever see? What was it? Sorority Boys?
No.
Oh my god, I think it might have been.
Sounds familiar.
It was like these three guys couldn't get like housing, so they pretend to be. They dress up like girls and join a sorority.
Oh, I remember that show. Yeah, Fox.
It wasn't a show; it was a movie. It was
Wait.
freaking hilarious. I gotta say. All right, I gotta mute. I gotta do a noisy stuff.
No worries.
Okay.
All right, so the two episodes are, one is the Sam episode where she's looking into Cisco, and the other episode is the trading exercise on a abandoned Starfleet ship where Paul Giamatti's character returns, and they have to negotiate with him to help the students trapped on the ship because they're being attacked by cannibals. Which I really got to ask, in a world where replicators exist, why are they cannibals?
Maybe that's their society. Who knows?
Tasty long.
The funny, okay, they try to explain they are only partially human. These are human alien hybrids. So if they're hybrids, are they actually cannibals for eating humans? And if they're eating Vulcans, who they're not genetically part of, is it still cannibalism? I really need to know about the cannibalism legality-wise when it comes to sentient life in Star Trek now.
That's episode 6.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one. I'm not up on my what's appropriate and inappropriate for cannibals.
Well, it's kind of like I'm a Fallout fan. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen my review, go watch it because it's about Fallout. But the super mutants used to be human. They eat people, but they're not referred to as cannibals because they're no longer human. So I'm just wondering, like, how does it work in Star Trek?
You don't have to be human to be a cannibal. Chickens are cannibals.
Oh yeah, for sure. They'll eat chicken. Really.
Yeah, think about that, dude. You don't have to be a human to be considered a cannibal. Other species that eat their own kind. Chickens is the basic example.
Yeah, but they specifically said that these aliens are human alien hybrids.
I don't know, man. Maybe they're just trying to gross you out.
Well,
did it work?
And also, if I replicate some human meat, does that make me a cannibal?
Yes, it does.
No, because technically, is being a cannibal eating human meat or eating a person?
Human meat.
Is it?
Yes.
Because you eat human meat all the time.
When you consume human meat,
well, I mean, not human meat, but like when you bite your nails and you bite off that little piece of skin, if you swallow it, like
consuming
your hair,
meat and flesh is considered cannibalism. Just because you bite it.
I think that's auto cannibalism.
When you suck your own blood, you suck blood out. Like, I mean, it's gravy.
Yeah, the actual term for that, and don't ask me why I know this, is called autophagia.
Okay, why do you know that? Oh, you said don't ask you. Never mind.
Yeah, when you bite the inside of your mouth, that goes down. And we take a chunk out of your cheek and the inside.
Hard enough to chew off a piece. How hard are you biting your cheek?
But like you ever sneeze or you're chewing bubble gum, it happens. You can bite yourself pretty damn hard to take off a nice little piece of skin.
Myself on the inside of the mouth, but I haven't gone a chunk and swallowed it. Like if there's a chunk, I'm gonna
not a huge chunk. But a little bit, I mean, some does come off, right? You eat something that's really salty, and the roof of your mouth starts peeling.
You are a cannibal. I'm not.
Dude, do you know how to chew at least without biting yourself, man? Come on.
Listen. Get on an airplane and get stranded in like some mountaintop with like a bunch of people and see what happens. What they look like to you.
They
In
went
about
for
a few
chocolate and
days.
cigarettes before they went for food. I saw the movie. Okay,
And that's
I saw
just
the
the one
movie.
we know about.
I don't know, Mr. CCTV. There's nothing I can do about it then.
Oh, that's changed.
All right,
dude.
so
There's not too many people either.
aside from the ethics and morality of cannibalism in the Star Trek universe, how did you feel about the Cisco episode?
I
It was a
enjoyed
Cisco
it.
episode.
Yeah. I
Did they even
actually
show Cisco?
the
No,
silhouette. They just showed a
And
silhouette.
what was the voice?
they used his
Was it
voice,
him?
but it was from pre-recorded. It was from unused audio on a previous episode.
They AI'd him. Oh my god.
No, they didn't
Okay.
AI him. They used
they didn't.
previous recorded dialogue.
I know that's what they said. But yeah,
There
go
was
ahead.
no AI
You'll never
used.
know.
There was no AI used. It was pre-recorded dialogue.
What did he?
Studios do
Did
that
he
all the
say
time.
anything? I just like I gotta hear. I gotta watch that later. All right, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, to me, the episode seemed to be more of a let's kiss Avery Brooks's ass a little bit, so maybe he'll appear again. That's the vibe I got off of it.
Did they even do the? He came out of the blackness up to his neck in his uniform kind of thing, or was it just a black silhouette the whole time?
They did not show his face the entire episode. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay, okay.
You remember that silhouetted shot from the cover of What We Left Behind? Of
No,
Cisco,
I don't know that one. I mean, I get a silhouette. Is what I'm saying.
That's the kind of used as silhouetted face.
Did they
Not
like
his actual
tease
image.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're constantly teasing him. They just use the silhouette of his image of his head.
Yeah, they don't have rights to use his likeness anymore, but they still have the right. Outside of, like they can still make a. It was from a jazz album. I thought it was from something else. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, Jill. And thank you for correcting me.
But it was pre-recorded voice. It wasn't.
If it was
in the studio
pre-recorded,
doing it.
then the odds of it like making sense in the scene seems kind of off, unless it was a weird scene.
It was over the credit. It was right just before the credits.
Oh, I'll watch it. I'm interested. I'll just watch that clip, not the entire episode. Dear God, but
as I said, to me, I don't know. I liked the episode, but I wish they had been able to get more permissions from, Avery to actually do more with it. When it came to the Dax thing, I didn't have any issues with Dax. I know some people are like, it's not. She's not really Trill. She can't do that. To me, I was like, I don't care at this point.
Did you notice something about Tawny's character? The Dax character? Did you notice something about that episode? I didn't notice it until Eric Voss pointed it out to me. All throughout the episode, she's people are talking about Commander Cisco, right? She says Benjamin every single fucking time. Benjamin this, Benjamin that, Benjamin this. I'm like, that was the fucking clue all along because only Dax called him Benjamin. Everybody else called him Commander or Captain. Like, okay, Eric, that was good catch.
Yeah, that was probably a good thing. Considering I think it was fairly obvious that she was Dax really early on. I don't know if anyone else, I mean, I didn't catch that you're talking about, but almost as soon as she started talking about him, I'm like, oh, that's Dax.
Yeah, it was Benjamin this, Benjamin that. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even catch that. He said he had to watch a couple times before he actually caught that. I'm like, you're that hardcore Trekkie than I am, and you didn't catch that right away? That was good writing.
Maybe on a subconscious note, I caught it, but not consciously.
Well, Tawny was talking about when the thing was written, they were talking to her about this, and they was like, you need to be in this, you need to appear in this, you need to appear in this. And she's like, no, people are gonna recognize me as Mariner. We can't do this. Then they go, okay, we're gonna put you in heavy makeup. And she's like, okay, what kind of alien? Well, they decided a brand new type of alien, so that's why it's a brand new character for her. It's a totally new design of an alien.
Well, to me, it looked like a Nausicaan Trill hybrid.
Yeah, it's a total new alien. They never had that combination before in Star Trek.
They made it clear that she was part Trill.
Yeah.
So I figured, based on what she looked like, because I thought she looked like a Nausicaan to begin with, just without the mandibles. So Nausicaan Trill hybrid, yeah, seems to work.
I really didn't recognize her at first.
And outside of the books, because in the Deep Space Nine relaunch books, the symbiote's supposed to get larger over time, so that the ones that are like the size of humans are said to be thousands of years old. In the modern Trek, which doesn't count the books as being canon, do they say anything about how big or how long the symbiotes can actually live for? Because I don't know. Without looking it up.
It was mentioned they lived about 800 to 1,000 years. And the next symbiote is about 830 years old.
So if they live for 1,000 years, it's still within the lifetime, right?
Yes, sorry.
Sorry, I'm gonna look. I'm going to Google real quick. Jumping in the Google mobile.
That needs one of those Batman change scenes noises when you do that.
Well, yeah,
you mean like Anto and Byron does?
Hold on, let me do this even more correctly. Hold on.
Yeah, come on, Anto and Brian has a good transition.
There. Go into Google Mobile. All right. That's fandom. I want actual. Not beta canon. I want alpha canon.
You're making soup?
Okay. Why is memory alpha not the first thing that pops up?
Well, most symbiotes live about 500 years. The Dax symbiote in 2370 is over 350 years old. It was Leela, Tobin, Emoy, Audix, Torius, Joran, Curzon, Zazia, and Ezri. So the next symbiote lived over 500 years, and during DS9, it was already over 3.5 centuries old.
Sorry, I'm just reading.
Shouldn't LDG know the answer to all this stuff? Isn't he a big track?
Say what? What's the question?
I just
How
gave
long
you the
control
answer.
symbiotes last? And I'm talking about anything mentioned before Discovery and
I don't.
Starfleet Academy.
The average lifespan of trills is about for a humanoid host about 100 to 120 years old. Trill symbiont average lifespan is about 400 to 600 years old.
Yeah, I was going to say 600, but yeah, it depends if you're talking about in or out, like all together or just one. Because I think it matters on what the symbiote's put into. I mean, if you put a symbiote into a Borg, the Borg is going to last forever. However,
humans going to last not that long. So
I think maybe they increase their lifespan a bit, but if their lifespan's already humongous, I don't think it matters.
All right. Apparently, they never say how long the symbiotes live for. It's just estimated based on appearances in the shows. That's it. So yeah, they never actually say how long they'll live. Now, again, in the books, by the time a Trill symbiote survives until it's like 1,000 years old, they're too big to be put back into somebody. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, in the books, they can live for multiple millennia.
This is the best version of the word salad.
You know, many people did not like the character Sam, the way she was like naive and all little giddy and stuff. But you got to remember, if you keep watching the show, which I have and not seen every single episode, her character grows. She actually grows up, by the way.
Well, this whole episode was about her growing up into the position she wanted to be.
Well, it's growing up beyond her programming, basically. She grows up beyond her programming. Because right now she's programmed as a 17-year-old who's only been alive for a few months. So she's basically a little kid. That's why she's all jumpy and anxiety, little kid, and naive and all the other shit. But just keep watching it. Her character actually grows, and I like the arc change. Because Robert Picardo almost made me cry. that speech he gave. Oh my gosh.
Is that an episode I haven't seen yet?
7.
So yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I will say there was one thing that happened during that episode that I thought was kind of stupid from a biological standpoint because, my experience in organic chemistry, I don't see how someone could regurgitate so quickly after eating something for that thing to suddenly become glitter.
They cannot process banana enzymes from bananas. They cannot process a lot of enzymes. That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that part. It's the fact that it comes out as glitter is weird. That there's no biological component that would turn banana into plastic coated or vacuum metallized plastic that quickly.
Hey, it's the biology. You don't know.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, as far as I know, from a biological standpoint, it'd be really hard for anything to be turned into vacuum metallized plastic that quickly.
Interesting statement for somebody who hasn't seen the last episode yet. Because everybody's saying, "Oh yeah, that's Sam's interpretation of vomit." He actually did vomit glitter. Come on, people.
So I'll say that was kind of weird. Or at least poor biology for a joke. And don't get me wrong, Star Trek has done poor biology stuff for a long time. Okay, I mean, don't even get me started on Metamorphosis.
It's kind of
or Threshold.
Metamorphosis.
So, yeah, Star Trek has a history of bad biological science. What else? What else can we really talk about? I mean, what was other hate about those episodes that I don't remember everything.
Jeez. I think I started with JD, and I remember something right. One thing on Netflix. I'm sorry, my mind's kind of drawing a blank right now. I just remember the Cisco episode. I mean, every season has a good one. This was the good one.
I did like, Cisco's son coming back to reprise his role, even if it's as possibly a holographic delusion.
No. Sarah Lawson was not a delusion. It was a hologram.
Okay, did you hear what I said?
Yes, I know.
A holographic delusion. And here's the other thing I noticed about it when I watched it. I think it was a hologram that was encoded into the book somehow. But I don't think that the recipient was supposed to be anyone in particular, or what was actually for somebody in particular. Man, it's because when he greets Sam, I don't think the hologram knows that that's Sam. He refers to her as Sis. So I think that book was supposed to be for his sister, Rebecca, Cassie and Cisco's daughter.
Kid, yeah. Yeah, she was pregnant before he left. Well,
And
disappeared. Sorry.
yeah. So that's my little fan theory about that. And it was basically him trying to tell his sister why dad's not around, but yeah, he still loved you. And that's why he never published it, was because it was for his sister.
Which helps Sam's character in the story itself, saying that, hey, as an emissary, he still cared for his family and friends, but he had a job to do, and he accepted it. But as long as he kept his family and friends close by and incorporated them into his life, which he did. If you guys watch DS9, he did that. That's what he's trying to explain to Sam's like, you don't have to be full emissary or full cadet. You can be both. I love that.
Now, I will say one other thing that I'm going to point that is kind of bugging me about the Sam character. How can her creators be so oblivious to the organic experience, but still so meticulously design a hyperactive teenage girl character? Or you know what I mean?
When they created Sam and to go through the organics, they wanted a fresh start at how they can look at organics and see if they can trust them again. So
I get
as
that
a fresh
part.
start, it's learning about organics. Do you want to put a 35-year-old in an elementary school and say, okay, learn? No, you want to put a little kid in an environment to learn and grow.
But she's still a teenage girl.
With the mentality of a little kid, 3 to 5-year-old kid.
But the thing is, if they don't know enough about organics, how do they know enough to program what an organic teenage girl would act like?
They know just enough, not everything. Otherwise, they would have made them 30.
Well, that's what I'm confused about, though. Is how do they so meticulously get a 17-year-old girl personality? And yeah, she really is a 17-year-old girl personality-wise, judging by the fact that I've raised teenage girls.
Observation.
But that's the thing, is they don't seem to have that observation. That's what her job is, to observe.
Now, her job is to observe and interact, not just observe and watch. They have been observing for a long time. They have not interacted with organics. This is their attempt to actually interact with them now. It's like, okay, we know who you are. We know what you're about. Can we trust you or not? So that's why they got Sam to interact with them.
I understand that. But how did they observe enough 17-year-old girls to be able to program her to act like that?
Observation over a while. I don't know.
It's
like animatronics. How do you know? It's like animatronics. How do you know how an elephant acts?
Because remember, they're confused about music and feelings, and yet they program a 17-year-old girl with 17-year-old girl feelings. That's the part I'm confused about.
It's Star Trek. It's fake. It's a fake made-up show.
I understand that part, but I like the character. I don't like her makers right now. Her makers don't make sense.
Maybe they had someone they could chat with about it.
I think if we discover, later on, and if they do this, it's fine, that she wasn't actually a product of them. She was, they bought another hologram somehow off the black market and changed it to fit their purposes. That would make sense to me. I mean, I don't know that. I don't understand if you don't understand how programming works. How did they program her to begin with? Yeah, it's just.
I don't question every little detail.
It would be like Dr. Zimmerman. How did you create the EMH? I don't know. I just pushed a button on the computer. What? I don't know how I programmed him. I just did.
Well, maybe they already have emotions. They just incorporated into Sam. Because they were created by organics to be just like them and better, and which included emotions. So They already had emotions.
Well, obviously they have emotions because they get angry with her.
Yeah.
But then they're like, we don't understand this feelings about music. What does that mean? And it's like,
there is no what did the doctor say? There's no reference to that emotion to understand it. You can have that emotion, but there's no reference to understand why you had that emotion. That is why Sam is like that. I'm spoiling the fucking show for you, dude. I'm sorry. I'm spoiling this for you. It answers it. The show answers the question.
okay, but I haven't got to that point yet, so I'm going to complain about the stuff I haven't got to yet. If they explain it in a future episode, I'll be like, okay, I get it now. I'm happy with that answer. But as of right now, she still confuses me as a character, even if I like her character. That's
why I said the speech that he gave almost made me cry. I'm like, holy shit, this is so fucking sentimental. You gotta watch. Continue watching. Sorry. I know you don't like spoilers, but sorry, dude. I like what they did to Sam.
So, yeah. Anything else about that particular episode?
Not really.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the cadets on the spaceship thing. That episode was fucking awesome. I'm sorry. I mean, one, Paul Giamatti is doing a fucking fantastic job. I don't care how much you hate this show. If you do not like his acting and his character interpretation, there must be something wrong with you.
I like what Reno said. Congratulations, you're all dead. It's like Cadway. I love that. Oh yeah, true. Work together. You just know this is about the conflict because the episode they start out arguing, not working together. No original bridge crew is there. Like, yeah, what happened to them? That's a side story. But you get the conflict. Like, okay, I understand. They're gonna have to learn how to work together now, which they end up doing. But it was kind of a little giveaway there.
Okay.
But, yeah, the insides with the actual that was like the B story of them working together. The A story is Paul Giamatti.
Well, let's start off with the ship. Okay, we got an experimental ship that was powered by what they call a singularity drive. Did anyone else get freaking Event Horizon feels from that explanation?
I didn't like that movie, but yeah, I
love that movie. I'm sorry, that movie was great, and I'm like, part of me wanted to be like, you're sending cadets to the fucking Event Horizon? What the hell is wrong with Starfleet?
Well, the ship is the Academy, so
now we understand that. Yeah, the ship didn't necessarily blow up, but something bad enough happened where they abandon it. All the escape pods are launched, but to me, I just was like, I was half expecting Sam Neill to show up with no eyeballs, saying, come join me in hell. And of course, what shows up on the ship? The fucking cannibals. They put an adult child in command for the love of discipline. Do something right. I don't know what you mean by that, Mr. CZDB.
Yeah, Wesley's never in charge. I mean, Genesis basically is the leader, but Durham is kind of a self-pleased leader trying to please everybody else. I mean, yeah, they got the compact between Genesis and Durham, which I love. I like Durham's character. Asshole, nice guy, asshole, nice guy. I'm like, yeah, it fits him. The personality fits him. Genesis is basically hard-stricken. She has to be in charge. She has to do right. She has to obey her father. Just like Durham. Has to do right. Has to obey everybody else. Go with everybody else. Yeah, they're the same people doing the same goal, but for personal reasons. Yeah, that's why they got that little heading conflict button between them. And I love that Darren's like, okay, I concede.
So let's see. How did you feel about the comic book aspect? Because I could tell, I didn't even see anyone complain about it. But I feel that the fandom menace crowd would be complaining that comic books still exist in the 32nd century.
I saw zero complaints. I just like that they drew it 70s cartoon style for the animation. I liked that. So I'm like, that is so cool. It wasn't all 90s computers. No, it was the 70s cartoon animated version in matte form. I'm like, I like this layout. But of course, he just happened to have the right comic for the situation. That was kind of like a trope, yeah. Oh, I just happened to have this comic
he
here.
didn't have the right comic. They just had all. He had all the comics. They were just digital versions.
Yeah, he just happened to have them for the situation. Like, okay, you didn't have to look them up and try to find them. No, it'd be better if you had to look up and try to find them for the situation instead of, oh, I already have the comics.
And sci-fi, the Digitex had singularities to power their warp drives, but they were still warp drives. This was not a warp drive. This was specifically the singularity drive. That's the difference. And apparently it didn't work. And yeah, of course, 90s are retro now. Technically, I think it's vintage now.
Anything over 25
The vintage is how many years old?
Car. Well, anything over 25 years is considered an antique car in California, so you can get an antique license plate. So if your car is born, if you have a 1999 car, it's considered an antique license plate eligible.
So depressing.
I know.
All right, so
I'll be doing the weekly bread porn in a moment. I did that.
And,
I made English
sourdough,
muffins.
rye, what kind?
I did sourdough English muffins this week.
Ooh.
Okay, vintage refers to items that were produced between 20 and 100 years ago.
Yeah, 1999.
So, while retro just is something modern that looks like it's vintage or antique.
The new design of the Volkswagen Bug, which is 20 years old.
Which makes me feel really bad that the PlayStation 2 is technically retro. Or, sorry, vintage now.
PlayStation 4, I got my PlayStation 4 in 2006. That's over 20 years, man. I've had my PS4 for over 20 years.
Hold on. How did you get one in 2006 when it wasn't released until 2013?
I meant 16. Yeah, I'll stop thinking of 2 for a second. Sorry. I've had mine for 10 years. Sorry.
So yeah, that part didn't make sense to me. PS3 was released in 2006, so that would make if it was 2000 the PS3 you're talking about.
Yeah, you were missing 2, and my mind slipped.
That means as of this year, yeah, the PlayStation 3 is vintage. The Blu-ray media format is vintage.
Oh man.
I feel old now. Thank you very much, Star Trek. We're talking about a show that started out, 20 years before I was fucking born. And it's still making me feel old.
Yeah, Scott, you're in your 40s. Yeah, I watched Star Trek as a kid on the television. TOS.
Dude, I remember grabbing TOS VHS tapes from our local Blockbuster.
I remember sitting down in front of the television watching TOS.
Because when I started watching Star Trek, the first Star Trek show I watched was Next Generation as it came out when I was 5.
Oh, no, I was talking TOS in school with my friends.
Well, we didn't because, again, 5 years old is when I started watching Star Trek, and TOS was 30 years old almost at that point.
Oh,
hold on. Let me see if I can.
I need some strawberry preserve on that.
Why won't you let me make embiggen you? There we go.
There we go. Jam, strawberry. Oh, fuck yeah.
You gotta see the breaking apart of them. You have to poke them.
Yes, split them. Oh yes, split 'em.
What are
Yes,
those?
yes, I need a cigarette now. Oh yes, bread porn. Yes, hook it, spit it. Oh come on, split it.
Eli, you're making me uncomfortable now.
Are those
poke it, baby.
It's a small one. This is hard to get apart. There we go.
Homemade. Yes, split it. Oh,
pretty good.
Not
There
bad.
we go.
that looks good.
All right.
That looks really good.
Can you do me a favor and butter up those nooks and crannies?
Oh, yeah, toast them before you butter the nooks and crannies. And I already ate 2, so no.
Butter, no. Strawberry preserves, yes.
I actually have some raspberry jam, I think.
Ew, too tart.
But anyway, there you go, Mr. CTDV. And yes, of course, you can have as much of my sourdough starter, but mine was like not fancy. I think I bought it in a packet from a store. That's why it's called Stratford, because I bought the packet in Stratford in Ontario. So.
Oh, and Mr. CCTV, I said Blockbuster just because that's more of a common term. Where I actually got them was a place called Premier Video that only had 2 locations in the entirety of the United States. So, when you were 11, damn. Because TNG started in 88 or 89. I think it was 89, wasn't it?
I think so.
I'm looking it up real quick just to verify because I want to get my facts correct.
Dude, don't mention Columbia.
No, it actually was 87.
I still owe them a penny.
So yeah, I started watching it in 89. Apparently it had already been out for a while. So fuck. Yeah, so when TNG came out, considering September, that means I was 3 years old when TNG came out.
Damn, you're a kid.
And I didn't start watching it until I was 5.
You're not getting younger than me.
I think I'm going to head out because I want to go and get my morning walk done early so I can get a bunch of other stuff done today.
Alrighty.
But this was fun. I'm glad you got to see the bread porn. The weekly bread porn.
Sorry, who made you feel uncomfortable about that?
I wasn't uncomfortable. It was just, we might not have boobs on the show, but we've got bread porn, so there we go.
Hey, that was better than the eclipse, okay?
Well, only because of the clouds. Stupid clouds. It was as clear as a bell when I went to bed, and then by the time I got up to check it out, boom, all cloudy. So
got it focused, got my adapter all of a sudden the clouds like fucking egg.
I know, and I could see clear spots further. Like if I had driven out to Hope, I could maybe have watched it, but that's like an hour's drive, and I'm not doing that. And I mean, there was no guarantee that it wouldn't have just like the clouds might have just followed me there. So.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Different parts of the city were not cloudy enough to see the moon because if you're in the Castro on the Mission, you can see the eclipse. If you're in Nob Hill or downtown, it was too cloudy. Like, I hate the city.
Yeah, I know, mountains and their stupid effect on cloud cover.
Well, I overslept to watch it. I had to wake up at 4 to take my kid to school, which pisses me off. And I know she's not listening, but I take her to school because she has gymnastics practice. Then that day, she also quit gymnastics.
You only mention this because Vile's still asleep.
Well, yeah, Mrs. Vile had nothing to do with it. It was just one of the kids.
Yeah, Katty.
Wasn't Katty. Katty is an adult. She's not in high school anymore.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Well, she's still asleep anyway. She's lazy. Never mind.
All right. I'll catch you guys later.
Later.
So, anything else to complain about this episode or no?
No, not really.
I think this was just a good episode through and through.
Wait till episode 8.
Oh no, I haven't been watching it.
All right.
Well, that reminds me, I have another episode of Ghost to watch, and I've been enjoying Godfather of Harlem. I'm on season 3, which season 4 is coming out next month.
I have not seen that.
I've never heard of it, dude.
Godfather of Harlem. Oh, check it out, man. It's got the guy who played the guy who played Daredevil, not Daredevil, but the guy who played the white guy who played the big white guy in the suit. I can't think of his freaking name right now.
D'Onofrio? Jensen D'Onofrio?
The enemy of
D'Onofrio.
Daredevil. No, what's the character name?
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin. Yeah, the guy who played Kingpin's in
That's
it. And
D'Onofrio.
there's a famous black actor that's in it too. That I don't know his name or anything. Anyway, really good show. You should check it out. First season, first episode's awesome.
I'm more interested in the Firefly.
Okay, we can talk about Firefly after, only because I've got opinions as well. But has anyone watched the animated Castlevania show? Because I ended up watching the first 2 seasons of that.
No, I heard about that though. How's that doing?
No, I haven't checked it out yet. It's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix, and oh my freaking god, how this show does not deserve to be as good as it actually is. And I'm a fan of the Vampire Hunter D manga, books, and movies, and I got strong Vampire Hunter D themes and art styles and everything from it. The dialogue is great. The motivations for the characters are great. Yeah, altogether, it's a fucking really good show, and I hated how good it was. Actually, when it showed up on my feed, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and watch this. I was not expecting it to be good because I'm not a huge Castlevania fan. Okay, to explain, my favorite Castlevania game is Simon's Quest, or Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest, which is one of the most hated Castlevania games of all time. Now, one of the reasons it was one of my favorites was, it came out again about when I was up 5.
Oh, young kid.
I'm gonna see when it came out. Hold on. All right, Castlevania, also 87. It literally came out a month before Star Trek TNG.
Wow.
But I remember playing it, while in grade school, while listening to Michael Jackson and Paula Abdul. And it was my favorite game. I thought the first game was always too hard. I didn't like the fact that the RPG elements were mostly removed from the third one. I never had it on the Super Nintendo, which kind of, as a kid, I didn't have it on the Super Nintendo, which, if you know, the series is actually based on the Super Nintendo game primarily, which is a prequel to the first 3 Castlevania games. And then, just go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by, I just got something here on my feed, what we were talking about earlier, in appreciate politics about Venezuela. Sorry. This bomb's going off.
More bombs, yay.
Yeah, bombs being dropped in Venezuela now. Sorry, go ahead. I was just distracted for a second. So I'm like, what the fuck?
So, but yeah, if you haven't seen it and you're even a remote Castlevania fan, go watch it. It's definitely not canon to the games. At least from what I understand from the games I have played. I haven't even played all the Castlevania games.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it
but like some of my, if you have a chance, the Game Boy Advance, the PlayStation, and the DS games are really well done. Order of Ecclesia is probably one of my favorites, even though you don't play as a Belmont or Alucard or anything like that. It's a new character. And the Soma storyline I like. For those that don't, that know what I'm talking about, I actually like the Soma character. You, Elihu and LDG, do you guys know anything about the Castlevania games?
A little bit, yeah.
Not really. I just know Simon has a whip.
That's like the main thing I did was play the game. Why?
Okay, because the Soma character, this is when Castlevania now takes place in closer to the modern era. So like they take place in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Dracula is officially dead at this point, but his power still remains. And the power is put into a character named Soma, who's a good guy. So have basically a human with the powers of Dracula fighting evil. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Another blade. Yeah, it sounds like Blade. Human with powers of a vampire. Okay.
Well, remember, Alucard in both the Castlevania show and the games is a Dampier. He's half human, half vampire, just like Blade is. So, and if it's not for the hair, I would almost imagine that you could argue that Vampire Hunter D takes place after the Castlevania series. Just D is actually Alucard. Because, he primarily uses a sword, is half vampire, but is able to walk in the sun. Except for the fact that Alucard's blonde and D is brunette. And of course, the Vampire Hunter D takes place, thousands of years in the future, whereas this takes place centuries in the past. But still, it's really good. I've only watched the first 2 seasons. And what's interesting is they kill Dracula in the second to last episode of season 2, right? But there's a whole epilogue episode. And I liked the fact that they did an epilogue episode because you don't see that very often. What else? I want to see how they handle the next, because apparently it lasted 4 seasons. I don't know if it's still going on, but it's like you got 2 more seasons, but Dracula's already dead. So what are they going to do?
The son of Dracula? I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know. I'm curious to see how it goes, and it seems pretty cool.
Find a resurrection stone, resurrect Dracula? I don't know.
Well, he gets resurrected a bunch of times in different ways in different games, so yeah. I mean, the whole thing about, again, my favorite Castlevania game was Simon's Quest, where Simon is actually going through and he's collecting things in order to bring back Dracula himself. So literally, the point of that game is you are the one resurrecting Dracula in order to kill him again. Let's see. I'm checking to see if there's going to be a season 5. No, there's a sequel series, but not a season 5. Yeah, the 4th season is the final season. And God, this makes it, again, the show came out almost a decade ago, and I'm only now watching it. God damn. But what else? I can't sing the praises of the show. It might be something I review on the Vile Reviews, because I enjoyed it that much. But we'll go ahead and go to K-pop Demon Hunters now. And the reason why I watched it.
Sorry, real quick, dude. I do gotta go though. Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Later, guys.
All right, later.
Later, dude.
All right, so I have no interest in K-pop Demon Hunters, but Katty's going to do the next review, and she decided to torture me with K-pop Demon Hunters because she's going to watch it, or she wants to review it, which means we had to watch it together to write the script. And she also knows that for me to edit the damn video, I'm going to end up watching K-pop Demon Hunters like 4 or 5 times and all. So the whole reason for doing the review is just so she can torture me with watching the damn film over and over again.
Well, I've never heard any K-pop songs. I'm not familiar with any K-pop bands, and I'm not familiar with any Demon Hunter stuff.
Well, here's the thing. Overall, the film's not bad. Okay? There are some parts that don't seem to make sense to me. Oh, and everyone say hi to Mrs. Vile. She's in the chat. How you doing, babe?
I didn't see the chat. Sorry.
Are you referring to me as a Saja boy, Mrs. Vile? Because one, I don't think the love arc was deserved. I don't think the redemption arc was necessarily deserved for the main character. But those are minor. Considering the target demographic, those are very minor. One thing that I didn't know that kind of bugged me was, remember, I work in the Walmarts. I don't work for Walmart, but I work in the Walmarts. And I did not realize that one of the songs that they've been playing over the radio at Walmart was a K-pop Demon Hunter song until I saw this movie. Which means I had actually heard that song like 100 times and only now realize, oh, this is from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, I can play name that tune, and you can have a song play for 75 seconds. I still wouldn't recognize it. So I'm not a fan and never really heard any K-pop stuff. I hear about it a lot, but I'm not really into it.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently one of the songs I had heard a bunch of times, but I didn't know it was K-pop Demon Hunter. I will say this: the villain song, or the main villain song. There's kind of two, but one of them's more villainous than the other ones. The imagery that they put on screen, as well as the lyrics, were actually really well done. I'm not gonna say what that song. I'm not gonna go into it too much, but I was actually surprised at how well it was made. And of course, Katty has to point out to me, oh, they actually trimmed out an entire verse from the villain song from the actual movie release. The villain song goes on for like another 2 minutes.
Okay.
So, all in all, if you got kids, I can understand exactly why the kids like it. There's a lot of bright and shiny colors. Everybody in the freaking movie is, hot to the point where there's a lot of female gays. But Gaze, not Gays.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where they mock it over and over again. What else? The songs are okay. I mean, so one of the songs seems to be very meta, which is something I appreciate. Because, me, I like meta jokes and meta humor and meta commentary. So the fact that the song itself is meta works for me. And what's even funnier is that's the song that I had heard a bunch of times without realizing it was entirely meta until I watched the damn film. Because it's literally that. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, that's the message of the entirety of the movie. Even though the song portrays it better than the movie did. If that makes sense.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, okay. The main message is basically be true to who you are, right? That's the message of the song. That's the message of the movie. The message in the song works. The message in the movie doesn't.
Okay.
There are a lot of things you can understand better if you watch K-dramas like Me and the Girls. Yes, I know.
Yep, I've never seen it. Not into it. Sorry. Sorry, girl. Oh, so that's what that was.
Yeah, she watched. Mrs. Vile watches a lot of those.
Sorry, I heard gunshots last night. News said it was a shooting 2 blocks from me. I'm like, okay, that's what it was.
But yeah,
Sorry.
Mrs. Vile watches a lot of Korean dramas translated into Spanish, which I have no enjoyment of whatsoever because I barely speak Spanish and I don't understand Korean at all.
I don't remember any words in Korean.
Yeah, I don't know any Korean. At least with certain other languages, I know how to at least curse in, but I don't know how to do that in Korean. And I'm pretty sure Gangnam Style isn't one of those. I'm going to make you watch it in Spanish. You already make me watch them in Spanish. Now, I will say this. There's a number of animated shows that are animated in Korea that I enjoy, but that's only because they're Japanese or they're American. They're just animated there because it's cheaper.
Cheap labor.
Say that again?
Cheap labor.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right. Since no one else can talk about it, and I was trying to see if Katty wanted to come up to talk about it, but she apparently isn't awake yet. You want to go ahead and talk about Firefly since we already talked about the 3 things I wanted to mention?
Okay. You are aware of the little videos that Nathan Billion has been posting, right?
Yes. I saw one of them. I've ignored the other ones.
Basically, all he's doing is, you ready for this? You want to do this? You ready? 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 And the last video he did was with Adam Baldwin. I'm going to describe the video for you. He knocks on the door. Adam opens the door. As Jane with his hat and an apple and a knife, and Nathan looks at his hat and he's like, tosses it. You ready for this? He's like, yeah, let's do this. He's like, he's being a Jane character. He's like eating his apple. It's like, here, go on. The latest announcement about this is people are saying they're doing a Firefly reboot. Well, an official announcement will be made March 15th at the Disney series continuation at some kind of convention on March 15th. It's more likely going to be a reunion cast get together like they did with Friends, not an actual episode again, because Alan Turner has not been in this video. Because if you guys watch Serenity, Liza Feather stiff as a dead. He cannot be in a reboot. People are upset like, hey, where's Alan Turner? Where's Alan? Where's Alan? Where's Alan? Where's Alan? I'm like, he doesn't have brown coats. He died in the fucking movie. He cannot come back unless it's a flashback.
They can easily do that. Especially, hold on, they could easily do that to bring him back as a in a flashback role.
Yeah, only as a flashback, not as a continuing character.
But because now I like Firefly. I read the comic books. There's post Serenity comic books where it turns out Zoe was pregnant and she gives birth to Wash's daughter, who joins the crew. So if they follow the comic books, then they could easily have like pre-recorded messages or something along those lines, to talk about, you want to know the type of man your father was, and tell a story where they show it from the flashback perspective.
Well, I've seen all these little clips of Nathan interact with the past characters, and he's like, "Are you ready? You ready?" They're like, "Yeah, let's do this, right?" But Adam was the only one that actually was in character when he on this video. Everybody's like, "Okay, let's do this," and it's like, "Okay, reunion show." But when Adam came out with his Jane hat and the knife and apple, I'm like, "Holy shit! Are they doing a reunion or reboots?" Then I found out the announcement on next Sunday. I'm like, okay, I cannot wait the next Sunday to find out what the fuck is going on here.
Okay, for those that are reading the comment,
I can translate that to English for you.
Well, she's singing one of the villain songs from K-pop Demon Hunter in Spanish.
Oh, I can open up a tab and translate it to English if you want. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me open up the chat. Hang on. See, I need to open up the chat for the CNA. Open up the chat for the pre-stream.
I don't know.
I'll translate it in a minute.
She could translate it if she wants, but yeah, I understand exactly what she was posting, because it's "You're my soda pop, you're my soda pop."
This is weird. YouTube is loading very, very fucking slow right now. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Everything is lightning fast. YouTube, slow. Here we go.
Now, one of the things that I have seen that, again, no idea if it's actually true, there might be a single episode made that takes place after Serenity.
No, Serenity was the final one. It was the movie to close all out.
Hold on. From what this is something that was said. I can't verify anything, but the only characters that'll be involved are Malcolm Reynolds, Nathan Fillion's character, and Summer Glau's character, River, and that's it.
Marina Baccarin.
No, she's not going to be in it. Apparently, it's going to be like just those two characters are the only two left on the ship.
We can always come back to the ship.
So, well, I'm just saying that's what was said.
Zoe did.
I'm talking about what I saw. Stop arguing with me.
Hey,
about what I saw.
I'm a brown coach.
It said specifically that what they were talking about would only involve those two characters, and that those two characters were the last two on the ship. Everyone else had left for reasons, whatever. I would assume it would be Zoe left to raise her daughter. Wash and Shepard are dead. Kaylee and Simon leave to maybe raise their own family. And Jane probably just left after a while because he's fucking Jane. But that's what they were saying was if they do an episode, it might be an epilogue episode, single run, just those two characters. That's what I heard. Or that's what I read online. No verifications. I can't, prove anything. Because I try to avoid that stuff to begin with, but it fucking showed up in my feed, and I couldn't help but read the damn thing.
Yeah, that's why I found out an official announcement is going to be done on the 15th of what is being what's being done with Firefly. I got the translation here. What Mrs. Cardina said.
Okay, go ahead. We already said what it was, but go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You're my delirium. You're my matrium. Oh, my pop soda.
You're my delirium. You're my martyrdom. Oh, my pop soda. You're my pop soda. You're too much. I'm fascinated with my pop soda. You're my pop musical notes soda.
Pop soda. Pop soda. Isn't that the same thing like saying chai tea?
No, it's
and non-bread.
They say soda pop because one, it's called K-pop. It's part of a joke, and two, they're basically saying soda pop referring to girls.
Okay.
Because you're bubbly. Get it? I mean, come on.
Not all girls are bubbly. I met some mean bitches in my
Teenage
life.
girls are, or can be.
Okay. You know, I think this is the most she's ever typed in here.
Say that again.
I think this is the most she's ever typed in the chat.
Well, remember, she's a high school teacher who deals with, well, not just high school, but she deals with young children, and they loved the K-pop Demon Hunter, including some of the monsters. And for those that don't know, the monsters are Mrs. Vile's nieces and nephews. So her nieces and nephews are the monsters. My kids are the Vile kids.
Naturally. Have you seen any of the TED show, season 2?
Say that again?
Have you seen any of the TED show?
No, I have not.
Well, season 2 is better than season 1.
I don't know if I want to watch it because I didn't really think Ted was that funny to begin with. Or the first one was fine. The second one was like, eh.
Yeah, the second movie was stupid, but season 1 show was good. I watched the episode season 2. I'm like, okay, this is funnier than the first season. Episode 2, funny. 3, what the fuck? Oh, hilarious shit. 4, funnier shit. I loved episode 6. That was funny. That was classic Ted 1. The way he's running with that dildo. Oh, and by the way, this is the very first show to acknowledge the use of AI.
What uses AI?
TED. Shows use CGI, right? Computer generated. TED is the very first show to officially admit they used AI in a television show. Because Seth MacFarlane was on set, he filmed this scene and everything, and he AI'd him to look like Bill Clinton.
Okay, sorry. I just don't feel that, as I said, I have no interest in the show. From the clips I've seen, because, you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts or TikTok, people post clips. To me, it's the same humor involved with Stewie and Brian from Family Guy. That's the vibes I get from it.
Well, yeah, you got Peter Griffin's voice as Ted, but still. It's not exactly a Stewie and Brian antic adventure. It's more like a Harold and Kumar Cheech and Chong, but they're a kid and a teddy bear.
But I mean, it's the same type of humor dynamic. Because you got
a little bit different, a little all colored, but they kind of go a little more stretching since it's on HBO.
Yeah, I don't know. As I said, maybe I'll watch it, but I don't think so. Right, at least not right now. When I was looking up the Firefly thing, one of the things that I thought was funny was some guy goes, well, Alan Tudyk's show Alien Resident didn't get picked up for another season, so he's free to do anything with Firefly. And I'm like, the first comment after that is, have you seen Serenity?
That's one of the big thing about Alan Tudyk. Alan, come on, brown coats. Light as a feather, stiff as a.
No, it's not light as a feather, stiff as a board. It's I'm a leap on the wind.
Yeah, leap on the wind. Light as a feather, stiff as a. Then he got stabbed.
So, God, that movie was so good too. I hate the fact that Joss Whedon ended up turning into a creep. Because I like that movie. At least I can still watch the show, even though, I mean, Alec Baldwin is kind of out there a little bit. But
I like Alec.
I was the coolest when I was able to understand 6'7" because of the Vile kids.
Hey, at least they didn't keep it going to 6'9", 69, 6'9", 69. I don't understand that 6'7" crap thing.
Fortunately, even the Vile kids have kind of stopped doing that. It was only popular for a short time, at least. Thank God. But anything else you want to bring up?
Yeah, just basically wanted to mention that thing about Firefly. Nothing else I can really think about. Oh, Orville.
Oh, what about Orville? Because I still haven't heard anything about that.
Well, Seth has confirmed that season 4 is written and waiting for the okay to start production.
Were they able to get the cast back together? Because I thought a lot of them were already doing other things again.
Well, the only one's kind of questioning is Scott because IGP is still touring and they're not touring. They have a break in June. And it takes about 7 to 8 months to film the season. So I don't know if Russell's going to take a break from band or Scott's going to be flying back and forth for music to acting. I'm like, I don't know how that's going to work because he's the only one that's really busy right now. It's Scott.
Oh, hold on.
Peter already did his. Big truck going by.
You can still talk. I'm muting myself.
Well, okay. Well, Peter Macon, he's doing little bits in acting. I think he's doing theater right now, which he still has time to go back to stage production. Yeah, like I said, the only problem I would say is Scott is the actor who is a little busy. But everybody else, I believe the schedule is wide open. Penny's wanted to come back. Ben wants to come back. Dan wants to come back. Everyone wants to come back. Yeah, they miss having fun on the show. It must be a long truck.
Well, now it's backing up.
Wow. Dan Weissman jumped. Sorry. I should have laughed at that, but that was kind of funny. Yeah, and if season 4, the Orville happens, it's going to be done and done. That'll be it. No more Orville.
All right, so, babe, if you see the little icon in the right corner of the YouTube video, if it's when it says live, if you hit that, it'll just drop you straight into what's current. If it's got the red circle next to it, you're not delayed. Just letting you know. Let's see. I got nothing else to really talk about.
Neither do I.
All right, so basically to sum up, the Sam episode was weird but enjoyable, and a tribute to Avery Brooks. The next episode, episode 6 of Starfleet Academy, really fucking good. Paul Giamatti knocks it out of the park. Castlevania series, better than it has any right to be. And K-pop Demon Hunters, I can understand why it's popular for its demographic. Still don't know what's going on with Firefly, but probably we'll talk about it next week because by then the announcement should be made. And still don't know what's going on with Orville. That's about the gist of this stream.
Not the gist.
That's what I said, the gist.
They said the jizz of this stream.
I said gist. Get jism out of your head.
No, I didn't hear ist.
You got jizz on the brain.
No, I don't.
Oh, and Mrs. Wild saying the One Piece live action show will be released soon, which was definitely something she and I watched together and we both enjoyed. Even though I have not read or seen anything else related to One Piece at all, but we still enjoyed that live action show on Netflix.
Paranormal Activity, the stage play is going to start touring soon. I think they're going down to San Diego next month.
I don't care. I don't like the films. I know they take place primarily in San Diego, and I like that aspect of it, but those movies suck.
Well, the play is doing good reviews.
Yeah, I just don't. Once the franchise starts, when the franchise sucks, I can't help but not care about anything else regarding it, even if the one aspect is now considered good.
Okay.
I mean, it's like Harry Potter. I have no interest in watching that stage play. I didn't really have too much interest in watching, or I have no interest in watching the new show. Once the franchise starts to suck, I'm going to, I'm not going to watch it. I mean, I know Mrs. Vile is a huge Harry Potter fan, but yeah, I could care less.
That's the same thing people are saying about lanterns. They see a little bit of it and they're like, no, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it.
I've primarily been ignoring anything about the Lanterns film. I probably will watch it because I like the Green Lanterns in general.
TV show, not movie.
Whatever. Show, movie. Either way, I'm going to watch it.
Well, it's going to be more like a Yellowstone detective story, not an action. It's a detective story.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Especially with the new Spider-Man Noir. That looks really good.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
And I'm going to try to watch it in black and white, if I can.
That's where it's supposed to be, not in color. I know both options are going to be available, but just like Moon Knight one, I'm going to watch it in black and white. Not Moon Knight.
Well, they know by doing that, they're going to get people like me to watch it in both ways. I'm going to watch it in black and white first, then I'm going to watch it in color.
Nah, I'd rather watch it in black and white. Otherwise, I'll just watch Castlevania in color.
Did you not listen to what I just said? I said I'm going to first watch it in black and white, and then I'm going to watch it in color. I'm still going to watch it in black and white.
I'm not going to bother watching it in color.
Okay, so you're on the same page with me on that at least, babe. And I don't care if they're casting Severus Snape as a black person. That part doesn't bug me. It's just J.K. Rowling in general.
Yeah, because the book says hooked nose. That's the only description.
No, nose. It's said multiple times that he's pale. But again, I don't care. I mean, it's like most of the time when they replace one character with another, it doesn't bug me unless the race is integral to that character's creation. I don't care.
Like Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica.
You mean being turned into a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't care about that either. I mean, heck, they replaced Ty, a black main character, with a white guy. Again, yeah. I don't care. Hell, I will mention this. One of the things I did recently watch was the Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell movie. And to be honest, I liked Ghost in the Shell.
The opening sequence mirrored the cartoon. I loved it.
It wasn't bad. And I realized, yeah, they're like, oh, well, she's a white person who was originally Asian. And I'm like, they kind of explained that, though. It's a robot body. Yeah, the character is still Asian. It's just a robot white person that they've been put in. Okay, I'm okay with that now.
Yeah, who cares?
I get why hardcore fans might have been pissed, but it didn't detract from the story as far as I'm concerned, and most of it was shot for shot anyway. I mean, that's why the movie should have been decried. It was basically like the 3D and Lion King movie. It was the same fucking movie. They didn't really change that much. They should have changed more. Oh, well.
I'm getting hungry, dude.
All right. And I got to go meet somebody. Someone bought something from the store, but they're doing a local pickup because they didn't want to see it get damaged during shipping.
Gotcha.
So I will go ahead and end the stream on that note. Chris is not doing a stream tonight. So maybe someone else will do something. I don't know.
Maybe let's Jack will throw something up again.
Hopefully they let me know beforehand. All right. Later, folks.
Later, weirdos.